Alrighty guys, well we're gonna make some chili. And we kind of forgot
We've got the main can opener, but luckily we keep a multi-tool.
Yes.
So we're doing it the old school way.
We are. I've actually never used a multi-tool to open a can. This is kind of like those military can openers.
Which are absolute garbage.
They're more for utility than ease, which to me, I guess that statement doesn't really make sense, but
luckily this is just some good old-fashioned Rotel, so we don't have to have it all the way off.
Yep. And you know, it doesn't have to look pretty either, so yeah, if it opens the can,
it's going in the garbage can.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, we've got some pretty awesome beef. It's the Market Side Butcher Organic.
Yes, it's 85-15.
85-15.
If you have any fattier, then you're gonna have to drain the fat after you brown the meat.
Yep.
But if you use a leaner, you don't need to.
Exactly, and you get to keep more of that flavor, because when you get rid of that fat, you're losing some flavor.
Dice up a little onion. This is our fast chili.
Yeah.
In a sense, it's basically easy ingredients. Only cutting you have to do is an onion.
Yeah, and look guys, most of these meals only take us about 30 minutes, and that's the goal. Now,
cook time's gonna be an hour.
Cook time, yeah, cook time's gonna be a little longer, but we're talking about work that we have to put into it. And cool thing, we've got our gas one dual fuel stove and our Lodge cast iron. It's enamel. And we've got it using propane, so we'll get a couple extra BTUs out of it.
Yes.
Here's your little spice get up. Oh, move my drink out the way.
Got a little frozen on the side of that cooler.
Hey, all that means is the cooler works pretty good. We froze our meat on accident, so
we had it too close. Although we had some, that's what we want. Our fish, wanted to keep it frozen.
Yeah, because fish, you know, you want to keep it a little colder in general, especially when you're at the campsite. You know, just be a little extra cautious.
No one wants to get sick, so all you gotta do is just let that brown up. And once it gets brown, we'll throw in some of our seasonings, our onions, and then we'll throw in all the canned goods. We can go over real quick. It's just a can of kidney beans.
We got a can of kidney beans.
Put all the juices in.
Yep.
Tomato soup. I know you diehard chili people are freaking out. Rotel, but this is the hatch. I just like it because it's non-GMO. Yep. Our spices are onion powder, smoked paprika, cumin, some Chef Paul's salmon magic. I know, it's crazy in chili, but it works. Garlic powder, chili powder, smoked salt and pepper. So
guys, look at that. I mean, what we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. We've got 8 seasonings and 2, 4, 5-ish other ingredients.
It's like less than 10 or so, but it's got a lot of flavor. And plus on your chili spice mix, you can go ahead and mix that ahead and have it in a little baggie or a little container. Exactly. And you just dump it in.
Yeah, because guys, this is gonna taste a lot better than just buying one of those taco meat packets and seasoning your chili that way. So
might as well do it yourself.
Might as well. It doesn't take but maybe 2 minutes.
Normally we do this over the open fire, so you also get some of that smokiness, but
yeah,
burn ban.
Burn ban. And
we're gonna add a little beer for some liquid, and then you just cook it down slowly for an hour, and you got awesome chili. But we're gonna be making Frito pies.
Yeah, ooh wee.
That's for the chili.
And we've got that electric fire that we built. Turns out, you know, it might not surprise you, but it turns out that it doesn't work so great for cooking on.
Alright, well, our meat is pretty much almost brown.
Nice to meet you.
So we're just going to cut up our onions, throw them in. It's just a nice rough chop.
Can you explain to us what is the best technique to cut an onion? A dice like you're doing?
Slice down like that, and then go one through there. Just getting a rough chop. It's not really a dice. That's why you want to use 85-15, so you do have some fat to help cook the onions and either not overly fat like a 80-20 or 73. So we're gonna just take our seasonings. It's quite simple. Again, not building piano, so you don't have super exact. A heaping tablespoon of just good chili powder. You can use like a ancho chili powder, but just a generic chili powder is fine. And then a teaspoon smoked paprika, teaspoon onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of salmon magic. It's our little secret.
Yeah, that salmon magic, dude,
That's kind of our little secret ingredient.
it is. We use that stuff in a lot.
Although you can sub our black magic.
Yes.
Salmon magic.
Exactly.
And another 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and then a ½ teaspoon of cumin, and then a ½ teaspoon of smoked salt. So it's pretty easy to remember. Tablespoon of chili powder, teaspoon of everything else except for the smoked salt, and cumin is a ½ teaspoon.
Yep. So look at that. Easy, easy, easy.
You just get a stir because you kind of want to bloom those spices, and blooming of spices, getting them on heat, a little bit of oil. Alright, it smells amazing.
Yes, it does.
You see, give it a nice look of,
Look at that, guys.
especially blooming your spices.
Yeah. And like you said, blooming your spices, that's going to really intensify those flavors.
Yes,
And that's
because
what
if you
you want.
added all your liquid and then put your spices in, your spices aren't going to really come to their full potential.
No.
Because they're surrounded by water. Instead of breaking, kind of blooming them with the fat, they start releasing their flavor into the fat, and then it releases into everything else. And it's delicious.
Yep. And you can even test that yourself. Don't bloom them versus blooming them. You will notice.
The hatch chili.
Yeah. Hey, it works.
Sometimes I forget most manufacturers put pull tops. And I forget to keep a can opener because we don't use a lot of cans. But in this recipe we do. 1 can of tomato soup. I know, sounds crazy, but this is an old recipe that we've kind of taken and gone off of.
Yeah, this recipe's what, probably
50, 60 plus years. It was from my grandma.
Yep.
And then just kind of kidney beans with the juices. I know, people, big argument, to bean or not to bean. But in our chili, we are beans. That's how it is. And
we bean. And we're Texan, so all you Texans that say no beans.
Yeah, you're crazy.
You're crazy, man.
And like again, this is not competition. So I want to see the stuff in my chili.
Yeah.
So, but hey, to each their own. Again, like I said, Sherwin-Williams, different colors of paint. Take a full beer. Got half of yours, half of mine. Equals a full beer.
Oh, man. It's all right. I'll get another ice cold one.
And then we stir it up, bring it to a nice little simmer. And let it cook for at least an hour on slow. And if it was over a fire, you can cook it for a little longer, just so you get it to the consistency you want. Oh, well, just gonna give it a stir, let those flavors meld, cover it, bring it to a simmer, and let it do its thing for the next hour.
Chili's ready. Look at that. It's gonna be hot.
It is chili.
Yeah, it's true. Nearly burnt my taste buds, but tell you what, you should try it. It's delicious, easy to make.
Fast, easy, chili. Yes, it's dark now, and we have a bug light, so that's why we're so yellow.
We're about to have some Frito pies.
Ooh, Frito pie. So remember, keep camping. Oh yeah, and keep cooking.
Yeah.